everyone. Can you believe it? Ah! I have my hands. I cannot believe it. Okay, so this is KimMe this week for the week of September the 9th through the 15th. I have been, you guys know that I've always had to have a camera. I didn't have to, but I had a camera, you know, right here. And I'm like, oh my God, you know, so I needed, one of the problems was I needed to find a place, one bedroom in my apartment where I felt comfortable being. I would have found something by now, but when you're being spied on, it's like, okay, where can I go? Where can a person go? And so I said, forget it, I'm moving, let me go ahead and take a chance. And I had attempted to do videos before, but I noticed them getting deleted, you know, before I could ever publish them up, you know. So I was like, before I could view some of them, yeah, it got deleted. So I was like, nah. Just go ahead and hold the camera, and then you'll know what's going on. But I'm moving, and so I took a chance and moved my mannequin. Oh, there she is, and some things around, and to do a test to see if I could do video, and I can. And I was like, you know what? This is not bad. Look, I'm gonna hit. Oh, there it is. Because I don't have my glasses on, so all I know is I see something moving. That was the benefit of doing it the other way, though, is that I could look and see what was going on. But I got my hands. Hey, I can clap. And that was bothering me, that I wanted to use my hands. I couldn't use my hands like I wanted to, like, you know, if I wanted to say something like, oh, you know, whatever, like, wow. You know, whatever. So I can use my hands now. So, oh, there it is. Okay, so I have been eating chocolate like crazy. And this is what I had already discovered for me, even though some other people had already discovered it. Sugar causes acne. And so I don't eat a lot of sugar. I never ate a lot of sugar. But it's sugar, you guys. I thought it was dairy. Cheese, even though I never got rid of the cheese. Milk, got rid of eggs. Let's see what else. But I incorporated these things back into my life. Chicken, I thought it was chicken because every time I would eat chicken, I would start back on my menstruation, and I just got off of it. And that was happening, but and that is two totally different issues. But make a long story short, I've incorporated all of those things back in my life. But I noticed lately, I said, okay, because I'll test more than one. And it's really not a test. It's just me eating something, and then if I get a bump, which I hadn't had a bump in a while, I had one bump, and that bump came from sugar. And so I have been eating this milk chocolate in my LKA, some of the most delicious chocolate on the planet. It is German chocolate, literally German chocolate. And Germans make some of the most, the Germans makes some of the most delicious chocolate. And yeah, I've been, oh God, I tore those bars up. I did. And so I noticed, boop, here comes a bump on my face. And I was like, for all these years, even though I did a story or something on my Google Plus page, one of my collections, to let you guys know, or posted something about sugar. Sugar causes acne. But I still was not eating sugar like that. But yeah, lots of sugar in that candy. And I got this little friend right here that was bigger. Okay, and it's going away. Go away. Keep going. So yeah, so this was the second trial, and the first trial was something I ate, and I got a bump somewhere smaller than this though. And I said sugar's been my culprit, because growing up I wouldn't put sugar in my rice, I wouldn't put sugar in my cereal if it didn't already have sugar. If we had cornflakes, for which I'm not a cornflake lover, but okay, if we had cornflakes, I would not put sugar in them. I didn't want to. The old cereals, I love them. No sugar. I just eat them, pour them in the bowl, get my spoon, my milk, and I'm gone. I never put sugar in my cereals. I've never been interested in putting sugar in my cereals. When I eat sugar or things with sugar, like sugar, no sodas, you know, the revelation is that the sugar is what was having an effect on my body. Okay, so fast forward with that. So that's why I have this little friend here on my face. So this week, you guys, you just can't be nice to people. There's a lady the other breezeway who just totally have lied on me, have just fabricated stuff. I'm telling you, just, you know, and I have given this lady, not to throw in her face or anyone's face what I give you, but when you are stabbing me in the back and saying things, I've given this lady approximately over $700 worth of food, literally. Just to give an example, if you go to my Google Plus page and go to my You Like It, Buy It collection, there's an item on there, I think it's item number 28, and it's a box of tamales. And with that box of tamales, I'm giving away 2 free cakes. The cakes, if you go to the company's website, are $7.99 a piece. She got 2 of them and has gotten 2 more since then. Not only that, the box of tamales, pork, are $90 because they're $7.50 each, excluding shipping, if you were to order from that company online. So I gave her half a box of tamales. I've given her more tamales since then. If I'm not mistaken, I know I've given her cakes. And so I don't go around, you know, oh, I gave you this, I gave you that. But if you are idiotic and two-faced and jealous-hearted, then I'm gonna throw that in your face. Like, are you serious? All the stuff I've given you. Make a long story short, this fan behind me, I have 2 of them. You guys have seen them multiple times in my videos. And neighbor wanted, up above her, wanted to buy them. Never came up with a price because although I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff before I move, had not yet decided if I'm going to keep my fans or not. And so she wanted to buy them, and I never came up with a price for her. She said $50 each, and I was like, I would never charge you $50 for those fans. I do remember telling her that. But anyway, the neighbor down there, the messy lady, was sitting right here, heard the whole conversation. She just really got involved in that situation. This is what this lady and I both knew. We both knew the fans were expensive. We both, I don't know if she knows, but those are gold painted fans. They're hand painted, but that's gold. They're from Japan. These are original fans from Japan. And although I divulged to them how much I paid for them, something I would never do, this lady that's messy was under the impression, for some reason, that I was supposed to give these fans, or get from this lady what I paid for them. I'm like, are you serious? I don't operate like that. Then she lied when I went to her apartment one night and said that I told her $10, and I was like, just really messy, and caused a lot of commotion between she and I. She made the comment that she's not even the one that told me. Obviously, her niece, cousin, or whatever. You know, people call each other stuff. I don't know. Told her something. I'm like, first of all, how did she hear that conversation when we were talking? But I am under the impression and have been told there's an investigation going on for the spying. So I'm going to keep all that to myself. And so I made the statement, be careful who you let in your home. She took that and thought that I was talking about this lady. I knew she did, because the lady told me, she mentioned that to me. And I said, I wasn't talking about you. I said, let me tell you that. Also, this lady daughter has Down syndrome. And so what I did was I wanted to give her a lot of food, you know, the one that wants to buy the fans. And she knew this. I said, well, I got a lot of food I want to give you. But just so happened, the lady's daughter had, you know, asking through this lady, because I don't have her phone number. She does. I said, have you talked to blank? I'm not going to use her name. And she said, yeah. And she said her daughter is not feeling good. I said, okay, have you talked to her again? Yeah, she's not feeling good. So for about 3 or 4 days, I got this food that I want to give you. And, you know, she was sick, and the daughter was sick. I was like, okay. So, I told her to tell her, I think the first time I inquired was tell her I got a lot of food. She'd already gotten her food. So I told her, tell her I got a lot of food to give her. And, when the babies sleep, maybe she can come down and get it. This idiot jumped to conclusions, the facial expression. I already knew what she was going to do, messy, and thought I was saying it because I didn't want her daughter down here. really? Obviously, you're speaking through me about what you don't want, you know, and that wasn't it. I was going to give this lady a lot of food, so I wanted her to be able to take it, you know, without having to hold her daughter or do anything like that. I wanted her to be able to take it home. So she jumped to conclusions, you know, just a lot of messy apartment stuff, you know. So that wasn't it at all. She's very messy, and I'm like, got involved in a fan situation. Just I'm looking at her like, honey, there is absolutely no way someone could have given me all the food that I've given you, and I'm being messy like that. So that's a done deal. Some people will block their blessings because they're messy and trying to get involved in this and that. And so she's blocked her blessing. I will no longer give her any food. And not that she asked me for it, not that she needed it. It's just that, you know, we'll let her tell it. The first time I gave her food, she said, yeah, we didn't have anything down there. And not to even tell her business, but it's like, lady, I've given you over $700 worth of food, and you're being messy? Are you serious? When you have nothing to do with the transaction of these fans between myself and this lady. Because one thing we do know, this lady's intellectual. I know that she knew that they were expensive. You know, I even mentioned they're expensive. I know that she knew how much I paid for them, what you did too, which I know that she knew that I hadn't quoted her a price for which you lied and said I did and I didn't. I know that she knew that these were very sentimental to me because I couldn't decide if I want to get rid of them or not. So it was still on the table whether I'm going to get rid of these or not. And we're on the same page. You know, we're on the same page on every level of the transaction. So shit, they walked down here one day and I was on my balcony and she looked through here and saw the fans again and she inquired about them. And this lady, I told her, she said, well, $25. And I said, well, okay, a piece. I said, okay, 30. And she did this, you know. I'm like, the messy one, she kind of cringed like, I'm like, why would you be doing that when we're on the same page and what does that have to do with you? And I've been giving you all this food and what, you know, just anyway, enough of that. You guys, so be careful who you let in your life. It's a lady on the property who warned me. She said, I told you not to talk to anyone out here. Don't talk to anyone out here. And I hadn't been talking to this lady because the Lord had shown me that she was messy before I ever met her. And so I would pass right by her on my way going to the office or something. You know, I wouldn't speak to her. I wouldn't, because if I don't like you, I don't like you. It's not that I don't like you. I just don't want to deal with you. And so I would pass by, and just so happened coming back from the office one day or up there or something, walking back, her grandbabies were there, and I spoke to them, and we just befriended each other. It's like 6 or 7 girls at the time. I know it was the three older ones, and so every time we see each other, we laugh and giggle and stuff like that, and then finally, we spoke to each other or something, looking down at each other or something, and that broke the ice. But God had already told me that she was messy, and you know, so but I overlooked it, you know, and that's when we started talking. So anywho, moving right along. Be careful who you let in your life. You guys know that. And I just have this giving spirit, and I need to have prayer. Someone pray for me about, you know, someone else had already said this to me. You be careful who you give stuff to, because, you know, everyone's not on the same level you're on or whatever. And I'm like, someone else could have got all that food. Because there's a lady I gave food to that day that the altercation happened, and she said, I thought she just had 1 or 2 kids. And she said, no, I have 5 kids. And I was like, I didn't know that. So I had given her some food, and I went back and gave her some more food. I said, I didn't know that. She said, I have 5 kids. And so, you know, I could have been giving that lady the food, or someone who deserves it, than giving it to you. But situation gone, food is out. Enjoy it while you can, because that was it. Okay, second thing is I've been creating smells. I've been creating smells. It smells so good in here right now, you guys. If you could, need a scratch and sniff, you know, scratch and sniff camera. Who's going to come up with that? Yeah, it smells so good in here right now. So I've been creating smells, you know, fragrance oil smells, and they smell so freaking good. And yeah, So, but I'm so glad my hands are free. You know, I can do all this stuff, you know, now, and I can dance. But and most importantly, clap my hands like. Mm-hmm. So that's the freedom. And so, oh, and I updated on the Google Plus page, 33 collections. One of those collections is called You Like It, You Buy It. I updated the picture for the oils that's depicted there right now. I need to publish that picture up. And so you guys will see the new picture, or the new picture with all of the fragrances there. And also I have custom blends. They're custom, well, these are Nostralicious blends, which is Nostralicious, Nostroberry, Nostralicious, Nostral Melon, Nostral Mint, and Nostral Nut. These are 5 blends that are signature blends. Ugh, that's what I meant to say. These are 5 Nostralicious signature blends for my company, and so if you want to purchase those, it's an extra $3 per whatever, you know, just add $3 more depending on whatever size you order. Just add $3. And I also do custom blends. That's now signature blends, custom blends. I also do custom blends, which is for your business or your office, and this is your fragrance, your smell for your business or office, and not sold to the public. And so what I'll do is come up with a custom blend. You guys approve it and say this is what we want in our homes. If you're in real estate, you have a lot of homes, or this is what we want to smell in our offices, and then we can go for it. And then you guys get your stuff and put it in your burners, and there you have it. So the information for custom blends is also on the You Like It, You Buy It collection. I have 33 collections, and right at the top, pinned to the top of that collection, is the information for ordering, ordering via Google Pay. All the information is there, and also the information for getting your custom blend. Okay, and let's see what else. Talked about the picture. I got to change the picture that has the fragrances, custom blends, the idiot. Let's see, what else? I think that's about it, and I apologize for calling this lady an idiot. I mean, it's just, there's no way someone could be giving me all of this food and I'm going to stab them in the back like that. I'm like, multiple times, by the way, multiple things, you know, like, so it's just jealousy. Had to move something. It's actually, sadly, seemingly jealousy, because I can see you doing something one time, but you've been telling multiple lies on me, and I've been giving you food. Something's wrong with that picture. So, yeah. But I gotta say this, you guys, and I've said it before, and as weird as it may sound, I'm happy when people exit out of my life, than when you come in my life. I am. I've always been like that. I'm happier when you are not in my life as opposed to when you're in it, especially, you know, messy people. I am. I'm a loner by default. I'm not one of these people that feel like they have to have someone, just, you know, people in their lives. I've never been that type of person, and I never will be that type of person. And so because I'm like that, I can give a fat rat in a New York tunnel if you're in my life or not. You know, I just am. And that comes from me loving myself straight out the gate. I didn't have to learn to love myself. I always have loved myself. And so I'm here. You know, this is who I am, and this is who I'll always be. So when you exit out of my life, I look at it as a learning experience. And I don't look at it anymore, basically. I'm like, okay, you, being a perfectionist, you brought that on yourself. I don't even blame the people. I blame myself. I do, because I have to let you in my life. I have to open that door. Oh my God, open that door. Something I wouldn't have been able to do before. I had the camera. I was holding the camera. Now I can say, open that door. I opened that door. Or now I can do opening that door. I did that. So I blame myself for things that happen in my life, not the person, not the culprit. And unless, you know, I don't get me wrong. There are situations where I blame the culprit, something that they did that they shouldn't have been doing. But, you know, letting people in my life, me. Okay, so I got to go, you guys. That is it. There will be pictures. I'm happy that I'm moving. I'm just looking at a state of being of people, and it's just absolutely amazing that people older than I am, in most cases, can be so immature, and it's like, yeah. So she blocked her blessing by opening her mouth. Ta-da! Other than that, food, I'm going to be publishing up food that I'm going to be selling to you guys for a family of one or a family of up to 4, you know. And also included in that is fresh, frozen, canned, or what's the other one? Food. Now, fresh and frozen foods, I will not be shipping out at this point because I can't. I don't have the capabilities to do that right now, you know, to keep stuff cool and all and fresh and all of that. But canned items, canned and boxed items, I can ship those outside, within Texas and outside of the state of Texas, okay? And free shipping, I'm not for sure if it's free shipping on food, but I think it's free shipping on food. I'm not for sure. But the contiguous U.S., 48 states, I know it's free shipping on everything else. And then Alaska and Hawaii inquire as to how much you would pay for shipping. And then also U.S. territories, you know, okay, Guam, I think Puerto Rico, you know, just look on that, it's called Important Information and Terms of Service on the Google Plus page in the collection, in the You Like It, You Buy It collection. See, I can do that. I wouldn't be able to do that before. I would have to, it's like, hey, no. So other than that, you guys, hasta la vista, buenos aires, buenas noches, arrivederci, au revoir, salida. My sinuses are acting up, you guys. Not the worst case scenario. Thank you, Jesus. Hasta la vista, salida. Ciao, Bella, ciao, Bello. Smooches. Bye. Oh, I still have to turn my camera off. And I know some people will edit their videos to remove that part, but I'm not going to do that right now, okay? I'm just going to try to touch it, though. Do, 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 do.